When you are measuring out a room for cabinetry, what tools do you have in your arsenal? So when you're measuring out a space for cabinetry, you could run into a few hiccups. What I want to do is show you a few steps that I always take when I build custom cabinets, and I just happen to be building out my laundry room. So let's go up there and I'll show you a few tips and tricks utilizing a few easy tools. Where I utilize this, and this is my favorite tape, is when I'm building the cabinets and I don't have to put that bend in there. I have never had an accurate result when I go and place this into a corner. So I'll suggest this. This is one of those tools that have come around. It's a laser measuring tape or laser measurer, and this has changed the way I work. But there can be a few hiccups with this. So it's pretty simple. You just press it on, you aim the dot, and then you press it again and take a measurement. Here is a few things that I want to show you. I want to measure wall to wall here. This is where my upper cabinets are going to go. Okay, we have 3 upper cabinets. I've divided the wall out. We've incorporated filler strips. That'll be in the install video. I'll show you how to scribe filler strips. You always have filler strips, and I'm going to show you why in just a moment. So to take the measurement of this wall, this is where my upper cabinets are going to go. I just aim it right there, and when I was designing the cabinets, this is 1.865 meters. So what I'll do is I'll take 2 to 3 readings just to make sure I had my dot right where I wanted it. And then I'll just do a comparison. Everybody knows I build cabinets in metric, in millimeters. And I just said 1.863865 meters. Well, this is how easy I can convert this. I just take that decimal point and move it 3 spaces. It's 1,863 millimeters. So when I go and design that wall, I'll incorporate a few millimeters here for a filler strip, a few millimeters here, and then I'll divide by 3 to get my overall cabinet size. I hope this is making sense to you. And if that's confusing enough, this is why I like metric, but I'll give you another measurement. You see this button here? I'll hold it, and then I can convert that in just inches, okay? Hold it again, and I can do in feet. And I just think the division is so much easier in metric, especially when I'm designing cabinets. So we just measured the space here. I took those measurements that I had made with my laser, and I took them down to Jason's house, and he drew this for me, teaching me how to use SketchUp. And I said, I just need everything to fit in those measurements. I'll design the cabinetry as I go. What happened is we did such an accurate measuring of this room that when we design the cabinets, I go back to this, break it apart, and actually check, and the design was dead on. But I'll show you a few hiccups that can happen. So we just did a video on a hiccup. I forgot about the dry event. We call it Frankenbase. We'll leave a link to it, but we had to do a cutout in here. But the design of this cabinet, or the size of this cabinet, from here to here was dead on what we drew. Here's something that you have to do or think through is the depth of that cabinet is going to be out about here. You know what you have to do? You have to measure that wall from there to there. So I'll take another measurement, and this is the hiccup that I was trying to avoid. I'll take that measurement, and it is off about 14 millimeters. So this is how I came across this. I was designing, and this is why I love making story sticks, okay? Because I'm going to do my layout here to design my filler strips. You'll see this in the install video that we do. Okay, so I came up here and I go, this is perfect, right? Okay, from side to side, because this is the front of my cabinets where my filler strip's gonna go. But when I walked it in, look how tight it got. So the measurement should have been taken out here, but I was just trying to get a rough estimate. That is why you always do filler strips. The nice thing about this, and you'll see in a few minutes, I could take this down and do all my layout and have perfect, accurate cabinets, including the filler strips. So when I go to install, it makes it wicked easy. Here's another story stick I made, another great measuring tool. And when I was designing this blind corner right here, these are really difficult to understand because you have to compensate here, from here to here, because this is going to be basically a filler strip that's built in, because we got to do another one right here. And the reason you do a filler strip into a corner cabinet is simple. It's called drawer pulls and door pulls. You don't want to pull out a drawer, because we're going to do a drawer cabinet here. You don't want to pull it out and hit a handle here. So you got to do these filler strips. You'll see that when we go into the install and when I build the 2 drawer banks that I need to build in this area. Okay, so when I come up here, I made a story stick for this entire run to design this cabinet and the corner blind. And I put it in here like this, compensating for everything. And this helped me measure for my doors and this cabinet. I just gotta flip it around so you can actually see that this worked out perfectly here, including my 70mm built-in filler and the 2 cabinets. Another little possible pitfall is like right here. I made sure I allowed for a filler strip here when I'm doing my calculations and measuring. So I didn't measure from the utility sink here. I measured from the top, because if you notice, there's a slight taper here. You always have to calculate into all the little things that may provide a hiccup during installation. The nice thing is I can take the story sticks or templates, whatever you want to call them, down to the shop and build the cabinetry so they fit perfect. So I knew to divide that space, including filler strips, down in the shop. So I designed these 3 cabinets. By the way, they were pretty much dead on to what we drew originally. I keep saying we, but Jason drew it for me. But now what I'm gonna do is take this story stick, and this is another measuring tool I use in my shop constantly. It's a folding ruler. I have it with an imperial and also metric scale. But I'll come down here and I'll measure from this side, and then I'll come down to this side and measure, and I'll get in evenly spaced on either side. So visually, when you're up and you walk into that space, you'll see that the filler strips are perfect on either side. And of course, I'll oversize them because I'll show you how to scribe, but it's actually 35mm on each side. So hopefully, going through some basic measuring tools and hiccups that you can have, designing a space. Hopefully this video helped you, from a folding rule to a laser measure to a regular tape measure and a story stick. This will save you a ton of time. So as we go through the journey of building out the laundry room, and I'll go through drawers and drawer banks and more custom cabinetry, there's certain tools that I utilize in measuring, and I showed you them today. Wait till you see the tools that I use when I install cabinetry. As we always say from the SedgeTool shop, oh my God, I almost forgot, I need a question. This is kind of an easy one for me because I'm going to a trade show in the next couple of days. What's your favorite trade show that you go to every year? You don't want to miss it. And I'm talking about in the trades like woodworking, cabinetry, anything like that about woodworking. So as we always say from the SedgeTool shop, be positive, stay sharp, and we mean wicked sharp.